In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills, lived a young man named Adam. Adam was known for his ambition, always seeking more wealth, more power, more recognition. Yet, despite his relentless pursuit of success, he felt a gnawing emptiness deep within his soul. One day, while walking through the forest in search of solitude, Adam stumbled upon a strange crossroads. There stood two figures, one dressed in radiant white, with eyes that seemed to pierce into eternity, and the other cloaked in shadows, with a sly grin and a persuasive tone. The man in white introduced himself as the Eternal One, offering treasures that could never be taken away, peace, joy, and a purpose that stretched beyond the grave. He spoke of a kingdom where no moth or rust could destroy, and where thieves could not break in and steal. The shadowed figure, however, was quick to interject. "Why wait for treasures you cannot see?" he hissed. "I can offer you everything your heart desires, riches, power, pleasure, right here, right now." Adam's heart raced. The Eternal One's promise felt serene yet distant, while the shadowed figure's words burned with urgency and allure. The Eternal One spoke again, his voice calm but firm. "What good will it be for you to gain the whole world, yet forfeit your soul? My treasures are not fleeting, they last forever. The pleasures he offers will turn to ashes, leaving you with regret." The shadowed figure laughed. "Regret? Nonsense. Life is short, Adam. Take what you can while you can. Why struggle for what you can't see when you can grasp what's in front of you?" Adam hesitated. The shadowed figure waved his hand, and before Adam appeared a vision. A grand mansion, gold spilling from chests, and crowds cheering his name. The sight filled Adam with longing. Then, the Eternal One raised his hand, and a different vision unfolded. It showed a life of purpose, serving others, finding true joy, and at the end, entering a radiant kingdom where love and peace reigned forever. The contrast was stark. Adam felt a tug-of-war in his heart. He turned to the Eternal One. "Why should I choose your promise? It seems so far away, so uncertain." The Eternal One stepped closer, his voice gentle but steady. "Because what I offer is real. The temporary will fade, but my treasures are eternal. Trust me, and you will never be left empty." The shadowed figure sneered. "Choose now, Adam. Your life is slipping away. Take my offer, and you'll have everything you ever dreamed of." Adam closed his eyes, his mind swirling with the weight of the decision. Then he remembered the emptiness that no wealth or success had ever filled. Slowly, he turned to the Eternal One. "I choose you," Adam whispered, his voice trembling but resolute. The shadowed figure let out a guttural scream and vanished in a puff of smoke. The Eternal One smiled, his radiance growing even brighter. "You have chosen well," he said. "Now walk with me, and I will show you treasures beyond your imagination." From that day forward, Adam's life was transformed. Though he faced trials and temptations, the Eternal One was always by his side, reminding him of the lasting joy and hope that no earthly treasure could ever provide. As Adam walked with the Eternal One, his life began to shift in unexpected ways. The village where he lived started to notice the change in him. The once ambitious and self-serving man now spent his days helping the poor, comforting the lonely, and encouraging the weary. People would often ask, "Adam, what happened to you? Why do you live so differently now?" Adam would smile and say, "I found something far greater than anything this world can offer. I found a treasure that never fades." But not everyone was pleased with Adam's transformation. The wealthy and powerful in the village, who had once seen him as one of their own, grew suspicious. "Why does he reject the life he could have had?" they whispered. "Surely, he's lost his mind." One day, a merchant named Jabir approached Adam. Jabir was known for his cunning and had built his fortune on deception. "Adam," he said, "you've always been a man of potential. Why waste your life on these meaningless acts of kindness? Join me, and together we can build an empire. Wealth, influence, everything you've ever wanted can still be yours." Adam looked at Jabir with compassion. "I have found something far greater than an empire, Jabir. The treasures you speak of are fleeting. They may satisfy for a moment, but they will leave you empty in the end. Jabir laughed. Empty? I've never felt more alive. You're a fool, Adam, throwing away the good life for a dream of eternity. Adam's heart ached for Jabir, but he knew the truth could only be received by a willing heart. One day, you'll see, my friend. When the things of this world slip through your fingers, remember there is one who offers what cannot be lost. As the years passed, Adam faced moments of doubt and temptation. The shadowed figure would return from time to time, whispering in his ear, "Look at what you've given up. You could have been great, admired, and rich. What have you gained instead? Hardship, scorn, and a life of simplicity." But each time, Adam would fall to his knees and cry out to the Eternal One. And each time, he would hear the gentle reply, "Do not lose heart. The trials are temporary. The glory is eternal. Stay the course." Adam's faith grew stronger with every challenge. His joy became unshakable, even in the face of loss. When a drought struck the village, and many turned to despair, Adam led the people in acts of unity and faith, sharing what little he had and encouraging others to do the same. Years later, as Adam lay on his deathbed, the villagers gathered around him. Many had been transformed by his example and his unwavering hope in the Eternal One. Children sat at his feet, and elders spoke of his wisdom. In his final moments, Adam looked out at the faces of those he had loved and served. His eyes sparkled with peace. "The Eternal One was right," he said softly. "Everything he promised was true. This life is but a breath, but his kingdom lasts forever. Seek him, and you will never regret it." As Adam's spirit departed, the villagers felt a profound sense of loss, but also an unshakable hope. They knew his legacy was not in the wealth or power he had abandoned, but in the lives he had touched and the eternal treasures he had stored in the heavens. And somewhere beyond the veil of this world, Adam stepped into the radiant kingdom he had long awaited, greeted by the Eternal One with open arms. "Well done, good and faithful servant," the voice said, echoing in a place where joy never ends. The battle between the eternal and the temporary rages on in every heart, but Adam's story stands as a beacon for those who dare to choose the lasting over the fleeting, the eternal over the temporary.